Straight away, an attempt to go inside out. Tajul Islam, left arm orthodox, playing his first game in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. A very canny bowler. Doesn't mixes up the balls. He tempts the batters in giving flighted deliveries, unlike a lot of leg spinners who depend on variations of pace and the arm ball. So beware of those variations that might be coming. Maybe with the new ball he'll be forced not to give too much air. There he goes down the ground, wide of the fielder. Maybe not getting a hold of it as you'd have liked. Allowed the fielder to come around and get it.
Mehdi Hasan Miraj is not afraid to use his feet. And once again, for the second time in this over, came out of the crease, forced the ball on the onside for a couple of runs. How quickly they have started to trust this pitch.
Oh, pick that up. That's going many a mile. That's the maximum, the first one. Oh, you can't hold him back. This is splendid stuff from Mehdi Hasan Miraj.
Yeah, by using his feet, Mehdi Hasan Miraj has forced the bowler to change the length. This time around, he was waiting in the crease. Just rocked back, took the aided route, and for the first time in this game, the ball has gone over the boundary line for 6.
Goes again. Once again, just throwing the bat at that one, not really getting a hold of it, but intentions are pretty clear. I think he's been promoted with a purpose.
Man on the mission. He's raced away to 24 from just 11 deliveries.
Controlled shot. Now there is protection in that deepish extra. You know, when you ask something of a batter, you tell him, okay, you're not used to batting in this position, this format, go up, and he expresses himself. That comes from the confidence that he's gathered so far in this tournament. Goes again now. This is up in the air. Two fielders converging. And one of them eventually getting, there was a bit of a misunderstanding, but eventually the catch has been taken.
Chattogram, players can breathe. They've drawn the first blood. Now Mehdi Hasan Miraj playing too many strokes in this over. Now that was a good take. And there was a bit of confusion, but the fielder kept his wits about it. Zaur, he departs after scoring 24. It's 33 for 1.
আজকাল খুব হাত খুলে খরচ হচ্ছে মনে হয়।
হাত না, আমার চোখ খুলে গেছে। অ্যালোভেরা যুক্ত সার্ফ এক্সেল সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় প্রতি ধোয়ায় লাগে মাত্র অর্ধেক, তাই 500 গ্রাম চলবে 1 মাসেরও বেশি।
George Chaudhary just deviating down the leg side, and simple to put it away with a flashy shot.
Namu wasn't deterred with the fall of wicket. Saw the length and the line. Just muscled the ball on the onside for his second boundary. Just staying inside the line of that delivery enabled him to place the ball towards mid-wicket.
Just a fine line as to the angle outside the off stump. Anything on or about the middle and leg will be punished. That's a better line. Well played on the fielder. Raqib Al Hasan is in the middle. He's in the middle because of this.
I went too low. that extra bounce was the reason for his downfall, or was a well-judged catch. And look at those reactions.
Yeah, Tajul Islam, I did mention, can outbox the batters. He's had his success despite the batter going after him early on in the over. Again down the leg side. Fortunate that with that flick away, just the single. Well, a man who's got all the numbers in the book. Wonderful cricketer with the bat and the ball. 6,368 runs. Shakib Al Hasan, 86 not out. Decent strike rate. 27 50s in his career. A marvelous career over the years.
पिछली 2 गेंदों पे चूलाज भी
Bit of deviation of the surface, doing the trick for the left armour. Middle stump knocked back. And he's ecstatic. And why not? He has gotten rid of the most dangerous batsman in Bangladesh. Shakib Al Hasan is walking back after scoring 8. It's 46 for 2 up.
Underway, absolute class. It's the golden boy once again.
Oh, very good. What a sweet, sweet moment. Super goal.
Well, it doesn't really matter if a wicket fell the previous ball. It's all-out attack. And that brings up the 50. The quickest one in this edition of PPL.
That certainly was a good blow. Good use of the feet. Struck it very well. Flat and hard. And no fielder had any chance of stopping that.
You just got to love the confidence of the players. A big player like Shakib Al Hassan gets out of the last ball of the previous over. You just got to love the confidence of the players. A big player like Shakib Al Hassan gets out. It's either that or they feel 200 is what's needed on this superb surface here in Chattogram.
They certainly have made the intentions very clear. They're going to have an attack from the get-go, put the bowlers on the press.
Use shorter runs, longer runs, delayed actions, anything just to try and buy a dot or not go for a boundary. Little cutter, little off cutter, just held a little bit in the surface.
Oh yes!
Well, this young Afghan is a good player, Ibrahim Zadran. He played in the previous game and got himself a half century. He's keeping out Haider Ali, the young Pakistan batter. And 4 off the first ball and then a very good over. 5 gone, 51 for 2.
The tour stays on Island Time. The island of Oahu will host the Sony Open in Hawaii. Can Hideki Matsuyama go back-to-back at Waimai Country Club?
Isphahani is one of the most trusted business houses in Bangladesh. It's a heritage brand renowned for producing high-quality tea and food products.
The tour stays on Island Time. The island of Oahu will host the Sony Open in Hawaii. Can Hideki Matsuyama go back-to-back at Waimai Country Club?
Will be happy with that. You know that statistics, once there's 3 or 4 down inside the power play, the bowling side is favoured. But wow, this run rate just under 10. Third man comes up, mid-on drops back. It's fairly square there at long on.
He's got a 5-4 field. 5 on the offside. Third man in the circle. Always worries me a little bit. Because anything take it outside edge. If you're going to bowl off stump line, it's always dangerous to have the third man in the circle.
They'll want to. They won't get it. They won't get it. Yeah, I suppose they're just trying to protect the boundary, aren't they, on the leg side, which means the bowler has to bowl straight. But that can be risky in itself, Connor. With fine leg up in the circle, the ball just drifts ever so slightly.
Exactly. So it's fine leg and third man in the circle. Not something that I like to see. I don't mind a fine leg, but the third man is always a bit of an issue for me.
He changes it up for the new man. And he goes over that vacant area. What a stroke that is to get off the mark. The confidence of Zadran.
he realized there was no fielder at the long on position. It wasn't the worst delivery, it was just short of a length, but he went through with it and struck it well, all the way for 6. Now, another change in the field.
And this was his first game, the half century, of just 41 deliveries coming into the side. There's a swing and a miss. He came into the side at the expense of Haider Ali from Pakistan, another young superstar in the making. But it's a tough school, this. Couple of failures and you're gone. And in comes this fella and gets a half century.
That's what it's all about. You get an opportunity, you grab it with both hands.
Neatly played. Neatly played indeed. So just a single to end the power play. A good one for both sides, it can be argued, but a run rate of just under 10 is pretty good. 59 for 2, and we're going to have a strategic timeout.
Introducing first, the challengers, be accompanied by Prince Nana at a combined weight of 517 pounds. They're representing the
Gates of Agony, undefeated, and they made an appearance this
আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন এবং যত ধরনের ক্রিকেট লাইভ আছে সব ধরনের লাইভ দেখতে পাবেন আপনারা এই চ্যানেল থেকে, তাই অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন।
Their opponents, wrestling out of Asheville, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 400. Their opponents, wrestling out of Asheville, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 442 pounds. They are the IWGP Heavyweight, the AAA, and the defending Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Dex Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR!
look at Colton. Wait a minute. Those are the boys. Colton and Austin Gunn. Wow. Making fools of themselves once again.
Well, very good at it. They're very good at it. We're making a lot of fun of FTR not too long ago on this program.
Uh-oh. But Ricky, it is well documented what a tag team FTR, one of the greatest tag teams in the world today, one of the greatest tag teams of almost any generation.
Arguably the most decorated tag team of this generation. It's a testament to these two men, how much they love wrestling, how much hard work that they put into each and every single match, and I don't see this being any different right now.
FTR really stretching the envelope, traveling the world, seemingly traveling the world.
Yeah, right.
And
they were
defending championships. Just recently in Japan, right?
England, actually.
Oh, England. That's where it was.
The collar and elbow tap. Bishop Khan using his...
Off the 6, and the news is that Shakib Al-Hassan played 2 scintillating drives for 4 and then got his stumps knocked over.
No run,
Walked in at number 3 today. In the previous game, he didn't even bat. Wants to. Can't get it. It's a good bit of fielding in the deep.
The use of the feet, that is something that you don't see a lot in international cricket or cricket in general. Guys are afraid to use their feet to the spinners.
Oh, that turned, and it's going to be a little bit unfortunate for the bowler because it's going to yield 4.
Very, very unfortunate. There's nothing he could have done. It was a brilliant delivery. deceive.
চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখতে পারেন যে কোনো লাইভ দেখার জন্য ক্রিকেট। অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন এবং যে কোনো ক্রিকেট লাইভ খেলা দেখুন।
Good run. So there's a little bit of turn there. You know that spinners are more economical at this ground, but seamers tend to take more wickets. But I suppose that statistic can be to the fact that seamers bowl at the beginning and at the end. There's a power play on, and then batters are now in full flow. The ball does tend to disappear around, so it doesn't tell quite the story, does it?
চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে যে কোনো লাইভ খেলা দেখতে পারবেন। অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখবেন এবং যে কোনো ক্রিকেট লাইভ খেলা এই চ্যানেল থেকে দেখতে পাবেন।
इम्पैक्ट रेसलिंग के धमाकेदार एक्शन पर
আপনারা যাবেন না, সাময়িক সময়ের জন্য অ্যাড চলে এই চ্যানেলে, তো অ্যাডের পর আবার ক্রিকেট লাইভ হবে, তো অ্যাডটি স্কিপ করবেন না, দেখতে থাকুন।
देखिए पहलवानी पटाखा सिर्फ यूरो स्पोर्ट पर।
Lovely shots up front. Mahedi looked at a really good touch. That'll be 4.
Badly line delivery. Wide of off stump. And always asked to be punished. And that's exactly what happened.
Sri Lankan. He has come brought into the attack with his leg spinners. And yeah, it's just too wide, it's too short. Asking to be put away. Man in the deep, man in the deep. Oh, what a catch that is! He had to stretch for all his worth, but clings onto it.
Certainly was a tough catch. For a brief moment, I thought he was never going to get to it. But he stretched for all his worth. Hit towards the lower end of the bat, the toe end, and look at that. Up in the air, was very aware of where he was. Didn't hit the boundary ropes, tumbled a little bit. That was fantastic.
So Huck goes for 30 of just 21 deliveries. They've lost their third, the Borishal. They've got 71. .71 for 3. They're going at a decent clip, but they keep losing wickets, the Fortune Borishal. And this is all about the catch. The presence of mind to know where the boundary is, and then to stretch, to take a beauty. That's a good shout. That is a good shot, maybe a little high.
They're discussing, are they going to go for the review? They seem very keen. And yes, they've taken a review.
It looked a good shout. Now bear in mind it may not hit him on the pad, but he's down, he's crouched, he's playing the sweep shot. That's fine, that's not a problem there, so that's a legal delivery. Is it missing leg stump, Kirtley? What do you think?
It's going to be close. You can see both off and middle stump. Hit his back leg. It's going to be close. Still got a long way to travel, the ball. So that may have been in the batsman's favor.
I think the one thing we need to understand is that the third umpire, the TV umpire, needs to take the angle of where the ball pitched, because it was the wrong one, and then it's turned ever.
যারা যারা লাইভ দেখতেছেন অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখবেন এবং সামনে যত লাইভ আসবে অবশ্যই আপনারা এই চ্যানেল থেকে দেখতে, তাই অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন।
I think that's a good decision the on-field umpire's made. Yep, very good decision. And so a review will be lost. That's missing leg stump. Worth going upstairs. It looked good.
That made a difference. Good decision by the umpire.
An eventful over. A really eventful over. The first delivery gets smacked.
Made a difference. Good decision by the umpire. Fortune Barishal, they really motoring along at a rapid rate. But if you keep losing wickets, that could be a problem.
You're right, we've seen this many times where teams are rollicking along.
No,
they end up not even batting their 20.
Be a problem.
You're right, we've seen this many times where teams are rollicking along.
No,
they end up not even batting their 20 overs and get bowled out for 150. So they just need a little bit of intelligence here.
That's exactly what they need. Play smart cricket. Keep wickets intact. You're scoring at a rapid rate. You don't want to lose any more wickets just now.
Mamadullah, the new man. Now he goes long. And this time, they do have enough. Another big one for the Barishal. They 79 for 3 after 8.
সাময়িক সময়ের জন্য অ্যাড চলতেছে, তাই কেউ যাবেন না স্কিপ করে, একটু ওয়েট করুন, অ্যাড এখনই চলে যাবে।
लगेगा देसी तड़का। इम्पैक्ट रेसलिंग का नया और धमाकेदार शो देसी अवतार में देखिए पहलवानी पटाखा सिर्फ यूरो स्पोर्ट पर।
Getting a wicket in that last over, but going for 12 runs is a good start for Fortune Barishal. Excellent shot, lovely use of the feet, and Mamadullah Riaz is on his way. It's a very good shot. Cleared the field at long off. Look at the use of the feet, gets to the pitch of the ball, lovely flourish. It's a good way to finish.
আপনারা যারা বিপিএল লাইভ ম্যাচ দেখতে চান অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন, পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে রাখুন। এর ফলে আপনারা যখনই আমি লাইভে আসব তখনই আপনারা লাইভ দেখতে পাবেন খেলা ক্রিকেট। তো অবশ্যই ক্রিকেট খেলা লাইভ দেখতে হলে চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন।
Just a bit of a feeler. He's asking for a catch. Oh, they're very confident. They've straight away gone upstairs. Look at that. It was spontaneous. Right, we've had 2 reviews in 2 overs. The last one was an LBW, which was missing. Question is, was there a feather? Was there an edge here? The Chattogram fielders, the wicket keeper went up straight away. So did the bowler. Good afternoon, Ratha.
Good afternoon, Roshan. Good afternoon, all. Yeah, they looked at they are in business, especially from the reaction straight away. The keeper, the bowler. First thing first, make sure that it is a legal delivery. It is. Yeah, I think I heard a sound. Did you?
I did. And also the direction of the seam. Does it change at the point of passing the bat? That's another indicator. Well, ask for the zoomer. That's a good one. They need to ask for the zoomer. They need to slow it down a bit.
Important for the third umpire to listen to the sound also, because we heard it.
This is going to be a tough one for the third umpire. Really tough one. Does he have conclusive evidence? That's the question. Well, he says not out. Well, he's not happy, the keeper's not happy, the bowler's not happy. That's not surprising because they went up straight away, pretty spontaneous. And I thought I heard a sound, so did you?
Well, the first time we saw the replay, we heard the sound. There was some part of the ball onto the bat. There you are. I once again hear it. But the third umpire feels that he didn't nick it. He's lucky. He's very lucky. Ibrahim Zan could have been easily 4 down. Fortune Borishal.
Worked away on the leg side. He's a powerful striker, let's not forget. He can hit that ball. He can hit the long ball that in Kandy at Palikale. Did see him get runs in the previous game, a wonderful half century.
Yeah, he smashed 52 of 41. The other thing which is which has caught my attention, Roshan, is Fortune Borishal has completely changed their batting order after that win against Rangpur Riders. And that is a bit of a surprise. We see the wickets going down today. Madison Mirage really played some glorious shots before he was picked up, and this was a beauty. A slower delivery from Mrityunjoy to pick up the scalp of Shakib Al Hasan. He timed it nicely, but have a look at that catch. That is a great catch. That's an excellent catch.
Well, they've been good. Fortune Borishal batters, they've just conceded 19 dots, and just looking at Before I tell you about the Fortune Borshall dot percentage, take a look at this catch. Brilliant. He was off the ground, timed the jump well, just inside the boundary. I think the cap came off and it would have touched the rope. Even if it did, it's all right. But he didn't roll over. That's the good thing. He had the presence of mind just to hold himself within the ground. Brilliant catch. Just a quick stat on the dots. Fortune Borshall, they've consumed the lowest percentage of dot balls. Just 31% in that first phase is Dhaka. Now they've consumed 20 dots so far in the 9th of their innings. Teams with the least dots are always bound to come up with those performances. In terms of runs on the board, last ball of the over. Well, another dot, that's good. That's good for the Chattogram challengers. 81 for 3.
বিপিএল লাইভ খেলা দেখার জন্য অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখবেন। সাময়িক সময়ের জন্য অ্যাড হচ্ছে, এক্ষুনি অ্যাড শেষ হয়ে যাবে, ধৈর্য ধরে বসুন।
In Hawaii, can Hideki Matsuyama go back-to-back at Wailai Country Club?
Stowe was excellent, just 2 runs with 4 dot balls. Vijaykanth Vyaskan, the emerging cricketer of the Lanka Premier League, and what a ride he's had. I think he was here, don't think when he joined Chattogram Challengers he was sure of getting into the 11, Arthur. In fairness, I think he's now into his 2nd game and he's bowled pretty decently.
He's bowled well. He's already picked up the wicket earlier on. He started with a couple of dots, so this will certainly create some pressure. Just going back to the point I was trying to make in the previous over in terms of the batting lineup.
বিপিএল লাইভ ম্যাচ দেখতে অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখুন। 6
gone, huge into the stands.
This man is a striker, Mahmudullah. He can really hit the long ball. I've seen him play some outstanding knocks. Haven't seen him figure too much in the batting, but he's taking his chance now. 6 in the last over, and now a slog sweep.
65 yards on either side of the wicket, square of the wicket. 70 straight down the ground, but this was smashed a long way.
Very impressive. Dot balls being built, 2 dot balls, greeted with a 6, a single. Now Fortune Borshall need to avoid dots of the next 2 deliveries. They've got another run, which is good.
It was a big shot. It was in his zone and he went out clean.